This is a Singer Touch, and so it's actually the golden model, the 640, and what I'm going to do today is show you how to thread it. First thing you need to do obviously is pop your cotton reel on the spool holder and make sure you put your spool cap on the end to stop this wiggling about too much. The next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that your presser foot is in the up position. The thread needs to go through this plastic stand here, and then the next thing that you want to do is go around this little circle. It's actually got a bit of a groove, and what you need to make sure is that your thread goes into that groove like that. The next thing that you want to do is bring the thread down around that circle so that the thread kind of does that. Then we come down to the tension discs. Now the first thing that you're going to need to put your thread through is this bracket here. Once you've gone through this bit, what you want to be doing with the thread is coming down towards these tension discs down here. Now you remember I said earlier you need to make sure that your presser foot is in the up position. Well, this is the reason why. If you put your presser foot down, these discs tighten up. It puts the tension on the thread. But in order to get the thread into those discs, you need the presser foot to be up so that it releases the tension. By tension discs, what I'm actually talking about is these two silver discs right in here. Not this frame on the outside, but the discs that are in the middle, the ones I'm wiggling now. Now what you want to do is you want to bring that thread around into those discs and up the other side in a clockwise direction. When we get to this side of the tension discs, you see this frame going around here with kind of like a lip on it right there. You need to make this thread come around that so it sits in those tension discs here. And to do that, what I like to do is this check spring there, I just move that out of the way, bring the thread up, loop it around that hook there, and then just let the spring go. And then what you want to do is bring the thread back up and put it back through this bracket here. When you put your foot down when you get ready to sew, those discs will close around that thread and they'll put the tension on. See? And when you lift it and it takes the tension off, you can pull the thread through. The next thing that we want to do is make sure you leave your foot up, because we haven't finished threading it yet, is the take-up lever. This bit is the take-up lever, and you want to make sure that that is in its highest position. If you find that it's halfway down the groove like that, just use your balance wheel to move it until it's right at the top. Now this is a Singer machine, so the balance wheel always turns towards you. Other machines, that wheel might go in the other direction. Check your sewing machine manual to find out for sure. Okay, and what you do with the take-up lever is you literally just put the thread through it. Some machines have a little slot in the take-up lever that you can just hook the thread around. The next guide that we're looking to put the thread through is this one, and it's just a case of just popping your thread through. Just at the base of the frame of the sewing machine, just above the needle bar, is this guide, and what you do with this one is you just hold the thread in both hands and just slot it through. The next thread guide that you're looking for is right on top of the needle clamp. This thread guide here is on the front of the machine, which means this Singer Touch and Sew threads from front to back, which means when you put the needle in, that needle needs to have the flat side facing the back of the machine, and then it's just a simple case of threading the needle and you're ready to go.